call the meeting to order.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Okay. Any opposed? Nay. Okay. So let's go over we're calling this to order at 6:10 p.m. on June 13th, 2024. So the last time that we met, we discussed budgeting for the tree planting, called to Verizon and Eversource for permission to place flags on poles, Facebook, spruce up Acushnet, clean up with the Sheriff's Department, and conforming signage. So I placed a call to Sydney Viveros, and she texted me back, and she got an email back from Julie at the DCR tree grant. She said that she's still waiting on approvals for the grant from her superiors, and she will let us know once she is told.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just wanted to.
What was the name of the woman?
Her name's Julie at DCR, which is the tree plant grant company, yeah. And she's still waiting on the approvals for the grant from her superiors.
Okay.
And she'll let us know when it's all set.
What does DCR stand for? Do we know?
Probably Department of, I have no idea.
Okay.
What was it, DCR?
DCR.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah. Something relations.
All right.
Want
I
me to
can
Google
look
it?
up. Yeah.
Hello.
All right. Well, I'll wait for you to finish Googling.
The Bureau of Planning, Design, and Resource Protection on MassGov.
Okay. Thank you.
Doesn't look like DCR. But
I know it is, but it's
All right.
like there's other letters in there.
All right. So, I know you had said you were going to call Verizon and Eversource for permission to place flags on poles.
I just reached out to my contact that I know from via Facebook. I haven't heard from him. I'll reach out. I'll ping him again, and then if not, I will then
Okay.
do some searching to see who I can get in touch with.
All right, because
Yeah.
we have a little bit of money to spend in the
Sweet.
budget, but we have to do it within the next couple
Within
of
the next
weeks.
6 weeks, I think you said, right? Because of the-
July.
July 1st, so
So we have
like 3
okay.
weeks.
yeah.
2 weeks.
I don't think it's going to be a problem because there's still signs up from the Sesquicentennial.
Mm-hmm.
They're the little flags and they're on the telephone poles. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I think we have to ask.
No,
for
we definitely
permission.
just need to ask, yeah.
Okay. And then the Facebook Spruce Up Acushnet. Any word on that?
I am that. So whenever we want to do something, do we
Okay.
want to set a date today or
Sure.
something for our first cleanup?
Do you think we should do it in the fall?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular Sunday or
I
Saturday?
usually think I typically had done them on Saturdays. So Saturday.
I just think trying to find people in the summer
Agreed. It's gonna be
is going to
crazy.
be difficult.
Yeah.
People are on vacation.
I'm also
and
I
they
camp like
wanna-
all summer.
Yeah.
I'm not
So-
available on weekends. Let's see. What did I usually? I want to say it was usually around like 10 a.m.
Okay.
that we did them.
Okay. I could probably do September 15th.
That's a Sunday.
Do you
think
want
I'm
to
at a
do a
wedding. Hold
tentative? Oh, that's a Sunday, sorry. 14th. Do you want to do it tentative?
I am
We
not
don't
Check our
available.
schedules, you're not available.
I'm not
okay?
available on the 14th. I'm at a wedding up in.
I'm not available the week after. So I'm available on the 28th of September.
I'm available on the 28th.
Okay, sounds good.
But don't worry about me.
Okay.
I won't probably be available for the next couple of weeks after that. So
Okay.
it's either before the 14th or into October. For
Okay.
me. So, but
Okay,
you don't need me to do this.
okay.
Yeah, no, we can get people
Yeah.
via Facebook to help
Yeah.
out. And I got my DC Girl Scout troop that
Oh.
I'll get involved too. So.
And then approximately how many hours?
We usually just do the one. It's a 1 hour.
Oh, it's only 1 hour?
It's just a 1 hour thing. Yeah, we can
Okay.
make it longer if we want, but typically it was
Okay.
just good for kids and
All right,
to come. And we
perfect.
got a lot done in that 1 hour. So
All right, awesome. All right, so I have that tentative for September 28th.
yeah, we'll say 10 a.m. for now.
Okay.
You know, you can see how it goes on that day too, as far as making it go longer. If you only get kids, the hour's fine, but if you get more adults that want to stay longer.
Right.
Right.
A lot of people do that. They'll
Yeah.
stick around afterward and just kind of hang out and do whatever.
Also, do you have to meet all in just one place? I mean, there's people who have different neighborhoods they could work on.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that's
So,
what we'll,
sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So there's two things we did. I used to do a trash mob, which is we would collectively in a Facebook group pick a location that we wanted to target.
Mhm.
Everybody would meet there. I would hand out trash bags, gloves, grabbers if I could get them, that sort of thing. Provide all that. Maybe some donuts, light refreshments, if we wanted to. And so everybody would kind of get all their supplies and then just go out wherever on the location, on the street, and just get what they could, and then meet back. For the ones that were like more townwide, because we did do that townwide one every year, it was kind of like you could come. I think we started the Council on Aging. We would provide people with the trash bags and all that stuff if they needed that, and they could come and they could sign up for a street and that sort of thing. But then we also were like, if you just want to pick up your street from home, like, you don't need to come meet us. If you have a trash bag, like, grab
Good
it. So
idea.
it was just a suggested thing, but it gives more people a sense of community if you're meeting at a place and having the donuts and the coffee beforehand, and then you're
Pictures
like,
taken.
it just, yeah, we got pictures taken. One of the state representatives came down. I forget what his name was, but he came and like did it one of the years, and
Yeah,
he posted
very
about
nice.
it. So
Yeah, great.
I know my neighbor is running too, so like I can maybe get him involved, that sort of thing. So it's all about the community. I think people really like that. So
And then we'll put in,
Great.
for the budget for $75 for waters and coffee and donuts.
it doesn't,
or something
it
like
doesn't
that.
even need to be that much. A lot of people just donate. Like, I just buy a bag of trash bags, at the store. So like, I don't even think we need that much money, but
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I'm thinking for the coffee, donuts,
Yeah.
stuff like that, so,
Mhm.
perfect.
okay.
We'll get more detail as it gets
Yeah,
closer to
we can always ask Dunkin'
Yep.
Donuts donation.
They do. We've done that before. They have donated.
They
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, they do it for our
Thomas's
townwide.
place.
All right, sounds
Yeah, because they're a locally owned business, like they're franchises, but they're usually owned by local people, so it's great.
Okay. And then the next one, cleanup with the sheriff's department. I placed a call. I'm waiting for a response.
Results? All right.
Okay.
What was the cleanup with the sheriff's department?
I placed a call
Okay.
and just waiting for a call back. They're usually really good about
Mhm.
that. So, and then conforming signage we spoke about. I haven't really put together anything to implement that.
Mhm.
It will take a while. We'll have to run it through the selectmen and
Mhm.
things like that.
Oh yeah,
So
that's gonna be a big one.
that's going to be a really big one. So,
Like a mission statement?
yes.
A mission statement,
Mhm.
okay.
It's gonna be like a lot of pushback, I think, too, for that. So
It's going to be a process.
it's gonna be a
It'll take time.
process.
Yeah, it'll take time. Okay. So we have some new business. Someone from the library wanted us to go there and pull weeds and, plant flowers and do things like that. Not sure how you guys feel about that. Do you think that it's someone else within the town's responsibility to maintain the library grounds? Or, I don't have time to go and, I'm gonna be honest, pick
Mhm.
weeds at the library.
Right.
There's gotta be someone in charge of maintenance and lawn cutting and all that who would be responsible for pulling those weeds. I don't know if
Mhm.
you agree or disagree, but I think the whole idea of the beautification committee is to do things, like
Above and beyond.
planting
Outside.
flowers.
We were just having that discussion before you came in. Yeah, we should
Mhm.
probably define that. She was.
We were talking about that as
Yeah.
far as the actual maintenance of the property should be whoever maintains the other
building.
buildings in
Right, who
town.
cuts the grass,
Right.
right,
If they, I was using as an example, if your driveway needed to be resealed or retired, it wouldn't be us, it would be
right.
the town that would be
Exactly.
doing.
Right.
So what I'm thinking that our job is more to be above and beyond the basics. So
Right.
Right,
if they had a particular planter that they wanted to use, or
right,
maybe plant flowers and that.
right.
So we're adding to, not taking away.
Right, like the flags on the telephone pole, trash cleanup, things to beautify the town. And I understand that pulling the weeds is beautifying the town, but that's
But then if you-
someone's job description.
Right.
Someone's being
Mhm.
paid by the town to do
that.
those
And if we're going
jobs.
to do it for the library, we'd have to do it for
For
every
every-
other building
right.
too, to be fair, and that's not really
Right.
where our time is supposed to be spent. It's not
Exactly.
making-
Well, the maintenance worker, David went over there
Okay,
and did some maintenance.
okay, good.
He did some landscaping over there. It's not
Okay.
all of it,
Yeah.
but some of his.
Okay,
And then you mentioned the other group, the Friends of the Library.
Yeah, Friends of the Library, they do a lot over there also.
okay.
So,
So
Alright.
we probably won't have to do that unless they
Alright.
request it again, but.
I could get my Girl Scout troop on it if
We could
need
do
to.
that, but I'm personally not going there and picking weeds.
No, I don't blame you. You
Yeah.
got enough to do.
Maybe just make that
Yeah.
as a light suggestion that if they want to reach out to my troop, we can do it as a as best we can. I mean, they're 5 and 6 years old, and then I mean, they are accompanied by a parent. For in my troop, I do require the parents to be there, so they'll each have one adult with them. So we'll get there's 12 of us, so it'll be 12 girls, 12 adults. But yeah, I mean, we can get done what we can get done. But again, it's like you said, it's not really like all in the beautification community
Right.
does. So we just do our
No.
best in that case with the
Right.
littles.
Mhm. You know, so.
We do what we can, that's what we can do.
Exactly, we're
So,
volunteers.
We're
and-
volunteers, we're not getting paid for
Mhm.
this, so.
Yeah, okay,
But yeah, I don't disagree with what you're saying about
right,
those buildings having their own like maintenance, and then
Right.
us as a committee are for the above and beyond, like you were stating.
yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Any other new business?
I do have one thing that I saw. So when you're coming down Perry Hill Road and you're looking straight ahead, like you're gonna go on Main Street,
Mhm.
straight ahead where that doll shop is,
Yes.
I'm assuming it's the the historical commission, put up this new sign that has all of the like old buildings in town, so like the museum, the church on Perry Hill, like all that stuff. And it looks
Yeah.
great, but it's crooked. It's somebody like hit it.
Oh.
I don't know if that's something that we're supposed to fix or if that's something the
No.
historical society
No.
should go fix.
That's the maintenance.
So maintenance, I just
Yeah.
don't know if we can reach out to them and maybe suggest them fixing it because it looks sad.
Yeah,
and it
wow.
looks
Yeah.
so cool, and I think they just put those up like recently because I
Well,
live off of Perry Hill. So
Well, you have to come into town, you have to come over here and tell administrative assistants
Okay.
about it.
okay,
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
you want to do that because I can do that too.
Yeah, I'll take care
Okay.
of that. All right. All right, any other new business? All
I
right,
think of.
I passed out, the flag. You have a 6-foot spinning stabilizer pole and the American flag made in the USA.
Mhm.
They are $50 a piece, but they're the spinning ones, so they shouldn't get all tangled up.
Ah.
We don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're a little more than like what you would get at Walmart, but the ones at Walmart, they don't have the spinner. So, you know, we're not gonna have somebody going up and down the telephone poles to, you know, untangle the flag.
Every
Right.
day.
So,
Does this include any of the hardware?
yeah, this includes everything. The pole is 6 feet long with 1 inch diameter. It also has the gold ball top, which I thought would be
That's nice.
classy.
Mhm.
2 sections joint at midsection ball point. Pole spins freely and flag never tangles. So whatever, adjustable aluminum bracket has 13 different positions across 180
Oh, wow.
degrees of motion. So I
Okay.
mean, if we needed,
So we need to
The
put the
mount.
bracket on,
yeah.
okay.
So if we need, I believe it comes with that bracket. It shows it right, I believe, right
Yeah, I can see it.
Mhm.
there.
Yep.
So I mean, if they don't supply us with the screws or whatever,
Oh, they
I
must.
can supply that.
But
Right.
probably the screws need to be bigger than whatever they're gonna give us.
Right. Yeah.
That's
So
very true.
we could use sheetrock screws. They're probably
Yeah, my
like
husband
4
can look at it
inches.
too. He's a contractor.
Okay.
Only
great.
that to go into those
Suggestion.
holes, you'll need something that's very
Probably
small.
timber locks. Honestly,
Now, the
I
other
guess,
question
but-
I have, if we can get this approved, does the town have like a cherry picker or a machine that
They
can
must.
kind of
They
raise?
must.
If they don't, maybe we can borrow it from Fairhaven, but I would think that the tree warden in town would,
Well, whoever
have
put these
some
flags
type of-
up, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever
Mhm.
apparatus they used for that.
yeah, or maybe even the fire department.
Fire-
be
fire
able to
de-
help.
Oh yeah, they might be able
Maybe
to
a
help.
fire department would help us.
Yeah, yeah.
So, who would we talk to that?
I'll talk to the
Cindy?
fire chief. We still have to see if we can get the permission to
That's right,
actually
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
So once you find that out, it's like I wanna buy the flags now because
but you're
the
afraid.
budget, but yeah, if you
Yeah.
could,
I
They say
can
no.
tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a graduation, but Monday the latest.
okay, that'd be great.
I will give a call.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right.
if I do not hear
Is there
back.
anyone in town that we should speak to about the polls?
I don't think so. We, like I said, we have to either contact
Has to be one of
Eversource or
them.
Verizon. I can, talk to.
Because again, some of the
either-
polls might not be owned by either one of them, you
Right,
know?
right. I'll talk to Sydney.
See if she knows about these polls in the center, because
Okay.
those might be different.
Well, they,
Yeah. I'll reach
Verizon
out to
owns,
my
Verizon
friend
owns
too.
all the poles.
They don't
In
own
town.
all of them.
I know that's true. They don't always own all of them. Usually, most of the time they
Yeah.
do.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen in cases where they don't. Like
Right.
Eversource. So I have 6 poles up my 900-foot driveway, and I had to pay an acquisition fee to Eversource specifically for them to take over the maintenance. So if trees fall on them, which they do all the time, I was like, it's worth it. Here, take my money. I don't ever want to deal with this ever again. It happened like 2 times in the span of us like building. So they own our poles technically, but it's the wires. Sometimes they're owned by Verizon, so it's sometimes it's both of them. Like
Yeah.
you say, so
Yeah.
it's wild.
I had the same issues when we built.
Yeah.
They both claimed they didn't own them.
Yes,
I'm like, no,
yes.
no,
Just to
somebody
get
else
off
owned
of
We
them.
have the same problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I'll come in tomorrow at some point and kind of talk about the fire chief with, helping out with the polls. I'll talk to Sydney Viveros at the selectman's office about who actually, in fact, owns the polls.
And or who can give us permission.
Permission.
I'll reach out to my contact again tonight too. I could do that today to see if he maybe just my message or whatever didn't go through last time. So and then if he can give us like a direct contact
An
or
idea.
like he just knows who owns the polls, that sort of thing. So I will
Right.
do that tonight. And if I don't hear back from him, I will reach out Monday via phone
Okay,
with whatever research I can come up with, whatever number I can come up with.
okay. And we already covered the trees, the tree grant.
For the tree grant,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, and then, do you have any other new business? Okay. I am gonna, purchase some Miracle Grow and throw that in there, so I'm gonna,
Now, I did some work out here today, the grounds. I watered all the barrels, the whiskey barrels today.
you.
And I also cleaned up around the building. So we need some mulch.
We need more mulch.
We need mulch to put around the planters
Okay.
and also around the walkways, around here, just around this building here.
All right. for
So we
planters.
need a truck full of mulch
Okay.
to do that. And the town doesn't have the mulch at the yard.
Oh, okay.
Good mulch. They have,
Mhm.
they don't have good mulch.
Yeah, pretty much,
So-
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly get it from,
So Roseland.
Roseland. Okay,
So I'm willing to go next week
okay,
and get a bucket full.
okay.
Probably costs around $40 or so.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then we'll come over here and we'll load it and spread it out.
Okay, everybody okay with that? I'm fine, I'm absolutely fine with that.
Okay,
Okay,
all right,
and then just give the bill to Sydney.
yeah. All
Okay.
right, that's what we'll do.
All right, old business. So we had our appointments last week. Janine Perry is the secretary clerk. Kelsey is the vice chairperson. I'm the chairperson. Old business, we filled the whiskey barrels with dirt, mulch, flowers from Roseland. We checked into the budget for the tree planting, trees for the streets, parks, etc. And we were saying that we wanted non-invasive trees the last time we had our meeting.
Mhm.
And then I inquired with Sydney about the tree grant, and Kelsey is also going to inquire about Verizon Eversource, and I will also talk with Sydney. We talked about conforming signage for all businesses within the next 5 years, so maybe we can get a possible grant to kind of keep everything conforming. We talked about, the crazy signs and the signs that are falling apart and how we kind of, in this, on South Main Street and part of Maine, want to kind of keep everything.
What do you think the
Beautiful.
first steps to doing that would be? Would be going before the council or would be,
I think we'd have to go to the Board of Selectmen
Board of
first.
Selectmen first,
Yeah, to
okay.
see if,
so we'd have to come up with a
yeah, a mission
plan,
statement
yeah.
and a plan,
Mhm.
so
A
I
plan,
can
yeah.
put that
specifically
together.
for the signage,
Yeah.
and what you're looking for and what size and timeline.
Right. Our
Okay.
next meeting,
So-
I'll put something together, and then our next meeting, we'll go over it, and then we can tweak it and add or delete, or.
You have a couple examples to
Tweak
show.
it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. So mission statement or plan. All right, and then we talked about the litter cleanup
Mhm.
with the sheriff's department, Facebook, street sweeper, etc. Also the Amazon wish list.
Do you want me to just make that?
Could you?
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Yeah.
All right, please.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have a little bit of time, so yeah, that would be awesome if
Yeah.
we could get, that wish list together. And then the spruce up Acushnet on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll kick that off in September, like you said, and then once a month from there, I think
Yep.
would be great.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, we covered a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have any other places that we wanted to plant for flowers? Or everybody okay with just buckets? I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I mean, it might be a little too late now for the plants to acclimate
Mm-hmm.
because it's been like 80 degrees. But I mean, the Acushnet Fairhaven Town line, you have that little
Mhm.
island there. That'd be cute to.
Put another pot.
Put
It's just,
another-
it's out there by itself, and that's supposed to get at the end of Perry Hill, or the beginning of Perry Hill. I'm
Yeah,
not sure what
this-
that's the other place where there's an island
Yeah.
that you could put a pot.
Oh, yeah.
It's just getting to it. It's out there by itself.
I know, I put a yard sale sign out there one time, it was scary.
Yeah. Take your life in your own hands just trying to get out to them.
Yeah.
They are really like an island, and
Yeah.
there's sharks all around. But I mean,
It would look nice to spruce that up.
It would be. I think maybe something to think about for next year. I mean, look around in towns that you go through that
Mhm.
have those islands and see what they put there.
Right.
I know in Lakeville they actually have dirt in the islands and they plant in the island as
Yeah.
opposed to having a bucket where
Right.
it dries out faster and stuff. So I don't know, especially the one down here, where we are, but on the Fairhaven line,
Yeah.
that's just a little one. That
Yeah.
might be hard to do something. I think the one out in Perry Hill's a little bit bigger, but I'd have to go and look at them
And
again.
maybe we can plan for buying them at the end of the year, like leftovers, and then they're like half off, so
Right.
we're not,
Mhm.
Mhm.
utilizing the
doing
entire
pots, yeah.
budget, yeah.
Yep.
All right, that sounds good. And then what we have to do too, as well as keep some money in the budget, because we're gonna have to plant next May, right? So,
Well, the other thing we can think, if we're gonna think a little sooner, we could put bulbs in the fall.
In the fall, I was gonna say, usually it
And that
plants
would come up in the spring.
that would be nice
You know,
too,
so-
yeah,
A bag of them
right,
is not that expensive.
Right.
And that could probably, we put a half a dozen in every pot.
right.
We have a community plant stand too, also in Acushnet on White Street, 10 White Street, I believe it is, called Roots of Love. And everybody within the community comes by and drops off bazillions of plants, bazillions, all the time.
On White Street?
I haven't yet
Where
seen
is
bulbs. Let me just give you. Let me
Where's
look.
White
White
Street?
Street's right over here.
It's right over here. Yeah, it's not
All right.
far from here. Let me just double check that address. But it's really awesome. The whole community just like gets together, and she
Taking
has
a day
it's
off,
just
like,
it's somebody's
maybe.
personal property, and she's totally fine. You have to come before dark. Do not come after dark.
Mhm.
Is her only rule. She didn't put it on the banner. Oh yeah, 10 White Street.
And what's it called, the community?
It's
Roots
called
of
Roots of Love. It's a community plant stand. So I mean, I can see some pictures right here of it. So they just like today they put up this little rack of tools, so people could just go and grab a tool, return it if they want, keep
Oh
it.
my
That's
goodness.
really
Yep,
cool.
it is a little. They have like a potting station. It's a lot of people drop off vegetables and like
That's
stuff
really
for like
neat.
gardens.
That's
like,
on
for
White
food.
Street?
It's on White Street.
White
Yeah,
Street,
10 White
yeah.
Street. Yeah, everybody go check it out.
That's wonderful. That's really
That is
wonderful.
cool.
Yep,
That's nice, that's nice.
I
I
always
like that.
pronounce her name wrong and I should know it, but it's Iana Bosch. I'm really bad, sorry. But she's the one that came up with the whole idea.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
great.
Yeah, it was great.
So
Super,
like you
super
can
sweet.
bring a plant, take
Take
a
a plant and you don't always have to bring something.
It's like a library.
It is. It's
I
like
love
yeah,
it.
we do.
Mhm.
So we have a seed like she has a little like binder with the seed library and stuff, and yeah. So it's been a little.
We
It's
could
been a
see-
great
maybe we could
community
take some
effort.
things from there and
Yeah.
put them in
That's what I'm thinking. So
I
we could
love that.
absolutely go there and take a look, and she would
Yeah.
be more than happy for us to utilize that for sure.
That'd be
But
great. Yeah,
people
we
from
could,
Fairhaven come like all over.
Wow.
It's not just Acushnet. Yeah.
we could always plant perennials too.
Yep,
Mhm.
You know, start planting the seeds for the perennials and,
I got stuff I can dig up
okay.
and put in for
Yeah.
perennials.
And then you don't have to, you know, you fill it in with some annuals, but you don't
Right.
have to keep
Mhm.
Fill the
every
whole
year.
pot with
Right.
them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That sounds
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, check it out. She has a Facebook group called Roots of Love Acushnet
Okay.
too.
great. All right. So,
Okay.
are we
Okay,
good?
sounds good.
All right. Wonderful. This was a really good meeting.
It was.
I have a question.
Sure.
Or next one.
If we are successful at getting the poles up for the flags, do the flags stay up all winter?
No, we'll take the flags down, and I think what I want to do is eventually budget to put up, have you ever gone on Acushnet Avenue and they have like the holiday, like it's a snowflake or
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
snowman?
This whole book was on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got the poles up there already.
Yeah,
Maybe we can think about,
that is
and
what,
that's something that probably you would use some budget money a little bit every year to add to.
exactly, to
Right.
add, even
Yeah.
if we did 2 poles,
Right,
then the following year 2 more
Right.
poles, I mean, in 5 years we'll have 10 poles.
right.
Mhm.
And, you know, I don't think we've ever had that before, and I'd really,
And again, now
Okay,
you're
good.
talking electricity and all that kind of stuff.
well,
as
we
far
don't
as-
even have to, it can be the garland.
Yeah,
Could be
That's true.
garland, it could be solar.
The bells. People do those.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
bells.
bells.
That's
Yeah.
really cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know, and then maybe we could get a group of people together. I know when I was a kid, this whole town hall was decorated. It was beautiful.
Oh, wow.
So I'm thinking maybe we can
I
get
would
a
love
group
that.
of people together. We can
Especially if
put
someone
the
remembers
lights-
that,
Right.
remembers that it was always decorated before
Right.
and they would want to
We'll put
participate.
the lights on the trees outside and that sort of thing. But we have to also look at the budget for the electrical. So these are all things that we have to, you know,
Check 'em
ask
out, yeah.
the selectmen.
Well, we could always have a
finance
GoFundMe
committee.
page for the electrical.
We could.
Not a bad
You know,
idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Or we could have sponsors to do that too. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
have to have a
absolutely
number.
sponsors.
You have to have a number of what it
Yeah.
might cost
Oh,
to do
yeah.
that.
And I know in Padenham, they have down like on Elm Street, they have all these little businesses, and it's like they close down one part of the road, and each business has like, one business will have like fruit punch and cookies, another
Mhm.
one will have popcorn and waters, another place like Stonegate Mortgage, they get like those black tie cookies. And like it, then they have like the Grinch or Santa Claus or whatever.
Mhm.
So I think that would be great to try to incorporate something like that within the town and maybe, you know, utilize as a meeting place or whatever the fire station. So the fire station's the first stop, then the
Mhm.
town hall's the second. Then we
Get
go
some
to the
restaurants.
bank, that'll be the
Little
third.
scavenger hunt. Yeah.
Right, and then you walk down and there's, you know, all the little restaurants and the hair salon and everybody up to probably,
Century House or
yeah, like Century House,
Have to
that
be-
Yeah,
area.
Camps
Council
Cuisine,
on Aging.
around that
Right,
way, yeah.
well, that's a little too far.
Well, you
Yeah.
have to make sure you have sidewalks.
oh, you're
Right.
talking about walking. Yeah.
Walking,
Yeah.
we're
okay.
talking like a
That's
stroll.
Walking,
I love that.
stroll.
Yeah.
A Christmas stroll,
Caroling.
a Christmas
Yeah.
stroll.
Right,
Christmas
and then
stroll.
decorate all, you know, up to the areas that we're going to do the
Mhm.
Christmas stroll and
Holiday
have
stroll.
lights and, yeah, I think that would be a really cool idea
Mhm.
to incorporate for our town.
I love that. I love Christmas. It's like my favorite time of the
You know,
year.
and it would just be a really cool holiday thing, like, you know,
Tradition.
yeah,
Yeah.
we could
Start
start
with
it up.
Carol-
Stoutland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know the carolers. have been
and then
awesome.
maybe, I don't know, you know, we could try to come up with some money or donations to like buy like books for kids or, you know, like give that out at here or whatever. I don't know, but it's just, it's an idea that
Mhm.
I kind of, it's really, I don't even know if it's really part of
It's-
beautification, but
Probably isn't, but you know, we can.
It's a good
little
idea
bit of-
anyway.
to
Get it
It's a
decorate,
community,
yes,
it's a
started,
community
get the
idea.
decoration
Cultural
and get
council.
the seed planted for something
Yeah.
like
Right.
that, and then,
right.
you know, whether
Yeah.
it's our committee or we work with other committees in town to
Right.
do that, so it's
Right.
not just something we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
with
get
our
everybody
budgets
involved.
combined.
Right,
Right.
and we can all kind of do
And
this
everybody can-
collaboratively,
yeah.
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 All right.
Okay. Sounds good.
Any other ideas?
Okay.
Not yet.
That's all we got for
Sounds
this week.
That's it, that's it,
Once
right?
at a
Oh, we
time.
gotta figure out our next time, our
Yep.
next meeting.
All
Or what
right,
we
so
call it.
that's,
Bring up my calendar. Oh, July is so bad for me.
can you do July 11th?
11th? Let me just check.
Is that a Thursday?
Yeah.
I am gone to New Hampshire on the 11th, unfortunately.
All right,
I could do the 18th.
Can I do the 18th? So that's a Thursday, right?
It's a Thursday.
I can
Yeah.
do that.
okay.
So the 18th?
You want the
18th?
Yeah.
18th?
Sounds good. 6 o'clock?
Yep,
Perfect.
all right.
Alright, I need. Do you have an email address?
All right.
I get the minutes done, I'll send
All
them.
right, so we'll do that after we'll probably call this, we'll adjourn.
Yes,
Okay, and then we'll do the numbers.
okay,
All right,
make a motion.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.